Hello everyone, Delio here, and today guys, I'm coming at you guys with a bit of a different kind of video. So, basically this video is my thoughts on how I thought about Tennocon in its entirety. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, first thing I just want to go ahead and talk about real quick, it's about the heirloom collections. Now, don't get me wrong, these skins are really good, they're really cool. But, however, I do kind of feel like it's a bit on the expensive side. I mean, I understand the heirloom skins are probably more targeted to those players that can actually spend the money on, just like how the private access packs are basically tailored to those people in the first place. But here's the thing. My question is, why is it not the same as how we do the Prime Vaults? Because yes, you can buy the whole thing altogether, or hear me out, you can either buy one or the other, or you can buy both. I don't know if this is Tencent doing this, because I don't really think that DE themselves would really be about this, but I mean, I just really hope that whatever caused them to think about this ends up not happening to future of Warframe, but like I said, I don't know if it's Tencent doing this or not, because I know that they're now part of DE. I think they bought them. I don't I actually kind of forgot, but I know that Tencent has something to probably do with that. But yeah, apart from that though, uh, that's about all I gotta say about that. I'm not gonna go on any further because I feel like I've spent way more than enough time talking about the heirloom collection and my thoughts on it. So now let's talk about the other part. Holy Jesus. This Tennocon has probably been the best Tennocon that I personally have attended through my like 6 or 7 years playing. Oh my lord. This is nice. I like this. This is great. I want more of this. Oh, I get so happy when I talk about this with people. So for a bit of context, the foreshadowing of the new content was on point. Throughout the entire stream, there were ads riddled amongst the panels that would be playing, and as a person who's seen quite a bit of game theory, I knew something was up because my first instinct was, oh boy, we got an ARG on our hands. And next thing you know, there was an ad that had a phone number popped up. I tried calling the number, didn't really work, but hey, can't say that I didn't try. Now, here's another thing too. Not only were there just tons of ads, but it was also really cool seeing how everything unfolded to where you realize that they've been foreshadowing this ever since Nora's Mix Volume 3, but that's to a more lengthy degree, and it's a real big stretch. Because if those who are unaware and who have not played during Nora's Mix Volume 3, which is sort of the uh, new kind of intermission that they made for the Nightwave stuff, because the Nightwave is kind of like its own like little like sub story, I think. I'm not exactly too sure how to really put it into words, but yeah. So, apart from that though, in Nora's Mix Volume 3, they had weapon skins that you can get by reaching the certain levels, like an Uzi and a 1911 and a sawed-off shotgun, and you know. At first, you're like, huh, this is weird. Why? I can finally give Mesa the Glock, like Jesus, which is honestly pretty cool. But I will say this. Once again, this is a stretch, but to believe that they were foreshadowing this was crazy when Warframe 1999 deal came in. Let me tell you, that was sick. Now, talking about Warframe 1999, the new content coming out. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of the questions that we have for the reason of Warframe 1999 is going to be coming from Whispers in the Wall. Now, I'm pretty sure that that is the next quest. I mean, it was a little hard to tell, but I think Whisper in the Wall will be a update, and then it's going to be Warframe 1999, because I know for a fact Warframe 1999 is coming out next year, but, you know, just in case that the Whisper in the Wall reveal was actually for Warframe 1999. I mean, if they somehow were trying to do something like that to fake us out, good on you guys. But I mean, for me, I think they're going to be two separate things, and hopefully, the Whispers in the Wall expansion will kind of help us to solve that question on what is 1999. Not only did we have the reveals for Whisper in the Wall and for Warframe 1999, hopefully, um, that kind of gets a little bit figured out, and we actually get a little bit of context as to 1999 and how it's all going to work out. Now, another thing, this is mainly targeted to Whispers in the Wall, is we have a little bit more information about that than 1999, apart from 1999, I think, trying to be a tie-in to Lost Sector, or not Lost Sector, 1999 trying to be linked to Dark Sector, not Lost Sector. I'll get to that in a second. But let's talk about Whisper in the Wall. First of all, I don't know what to tell you. I cannot wait to get my hands into there and using the Shadow Wizard Money Gang book. We're going to be casting spells. Now, I will say that about the new weapon. I'm not really too sure whether or not to say disappointed, but I feel a little bit let down, I guess. My prediction for the book was it was going to be an operator-focused weapon, not a Warframe-focused weapon, or unless they have it to where you can use the book along with operator, but it just really seemed like that's where it was kind of going by not only the looks but also the fact that it's void. But another thing too that I want to talk about the new weapon is I really hope it doesn't get the Ghoul Saw treatment where it's literally the only thing in the game. Kind of like how the War fans used to be. Y'all remember the War fans, right? Oh man. What a time. What a time. Well, anyways, apart from that being the Ghoul Saw, I really hope that they end up actually kind of diversifying the books a little bit. I saw one person on Reddit, I don't know, I forgot who it was. I would give credit to them if I had remembered, and I doubt I'm probably going to be able to find that post ever again, because it probably got drowned by the Reddit. But someone on the Warframe subreddit did talk about possible books that can be put into the game along with the uh, void one that we see that Albert used. So we have a sort of infested Necronomicon book, which sounds super cool and is a really good idea. And then like a Grenier log book to this one's a bit of this one would be cool, but I don't know how they would actually do it. But a Grenier log book that just like shoots down like pods or something. I forgot what they were talking about. And then another one being I don't remember exactly what it was, but a corpus book to where it shoots out credits and has a little funny effect to where it can double the credit drops from enemies. I thought that one was actually kind of funny, but the coolest one was definitely the Infested Necronomicon, because they were talking about how tendrils could pop out and stuff, and I was just like, dude, I wish that will, I wish that will be coming true. But like I said, though, it really all depends on how DE decides to bring books into the game, and if they ever do plan on giving more variety than they have other weapon types. On to the next thing I wanted to talk about, the cosplay panel. It was really cool to watch this year's cosplay contest because, oh my lord, it was great. However, though, this is a hot take, but I feel like Little Duck and Frost Prime should have swapped places. Let's be honest, the Frost Prime had a little bit more oomph into it than the Little Duck cosplayer. That is up to the judges, not to me. That is just my personal hot take. Them crew bro trainers were goated for being in the non-competitive section. Let's be honest. They probably would have gotten first place. The last person, it was really nice. It was so beautiful. It was a perfect way to end the cosplay contest. So I think it was the biblically accurate Titania. I think that's what they called it. But there was a Titania cosplayer that had pulled up onto the stage and actually proposed to her fiance, and it was just so nice seeing that. It really made my heart skip a beat watching that happen. It was so nice. It was so sweet. So moving on. Now, I'm really excited to talk about Warframe 1999. So, I mean, a lot of people are in agreement with this. We were not expecting Jetstream Sam. I'm stuttering here. Jetstream Sam to make an appearance. Old JK. But anyways, with Warframe 1999, it's really cool. It's really great. And I really like how everything's kind of trying to get tied in with each other. I really love how they're trying to tie in Dark Sector into Warframe's canon, which is just amazing. And I will say this is something I pointed out at the end. I don't remember if I'd made the cut or not, but towards the end, uh, something I didn't realize, but someone else had pointed out, the New Year's countdown was actually the New Year's countdown that the crowd had given. So that's really cool. They got to be eternalized in the game, despite, you may not be able to hear you yourself voice, but you contributed to the big reveal of Warframe 1999. But apart from that, something that I had pointed out, because with Albert and Trotty, which is the new community division here, between is it Jotaro Kujo or Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs, but us in Eternalism class know that he's both. His smile and him talking in Void Tongue made me instantly know who it is that is talking. It is not him, it is his imposter, his doppelganger. Because for any of you who don't know, the doppelganger is a thing that he talked about in his logs in the Necrolisk. So, really recommend giving those a bit of a watch, in case you haven't already. Really nice and really fun to do. Now, to end this off, we're going to talk about the one thing that I love about this upcoming year. It is cross-save. I have been waiting for this for a long time, and it is going to be super nice because I am running on a rinky-dink old Xbox One. I do not like my load times for Warframe. I have a PC now, but I just do not like my Xbox One, and I've been waiting for cross save for a long time. So this is going to be nice. Speaking of really nice, I just want to go ahead and reiterate something that my girlfriend had said during the stream, and that was DE being so considerate of the players. Because what they had said was they were going to be rolling out in phases, so that way, they make sure everything works right, that way nothing breaks. And my girlfriend was like, hey, that's really nice of them to be doing that. And in response to that, I said, well, darling, that is digital extremes for you. Now, granted, DE has had their moments, but for most cases, they put us before their game, which is true. So, between Destiny 2 and Warframe, which are two games that I have heavy investments in, Warframe more than Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 and Warframe, two games that I have a pretty hefty investment in. These two games have costed me my life and soul. However, though, over recent years, or in this case recent months, Bungie has fallen from my grace. And instead I am now raising Warframe up higher. This isn't going to be a Bungie versus Digital Extreme video, this ain't going to be none of that. I'm just saying, my girlfriend who also plays Destiny 2, by the way, she is a new player, so she's gotten firsthand of what Destiny 2 is currently doing right now, and how stupid they're being. And then her watching this Tennocon and hearing what Digital Extremes is gonna plan on how to do their cross save, and her saying that they're so considerate is actually probably a really good thing. Like I said before, DE has their moments, but for the most part, they do end up putting us ahead of the game. They've had a history on that too. It's really nice because, like, I don't know a lot about development. I don't know a lot about game developing, but honestly, it just makes a lot more sense to roll things out in phases than it is all in one go, because if you roll it out in phases, you can take back that phase, fix what's wrong, put it out. If it works, great, move on to the next phase, repeat, keep going. Honestly, it makes a whole lot of things instead of doing it all in one go and trying to figure out what went wrong. Honestly, to me, that sounds like a better plan, and honestly, a little bit better than Bungie and how they do their updates. Trust me when I say this, I'm kinda glad Warframe does what they do. Speaking of Warframe what they do, the Hydroid rework. Thank you, Pablo. I know that you will make Hydroid a complete banger. The reason why I say that is because Pablo is basically Warframe Jesus in the name of Triboros. Pablo is the guy that you want to hear is doing the reworks. The one that he's done and the Warframes he's made are pretty good. First of all, the Nezha rework was amazing, was beautiful. The Wukong rework was beautifully done. Yeah, you remember Wukong, right? The guy whose only good case scenario was the defy button, the button that did not let you die. Yeah, that got completely revamped thanks to Pablo. And now, remember his first ability that did 0 damage? Yeah, that's gone now. Instead is replaced by a clone that can deal more damage than you. I do mean that sincerely. Honestly, it's kind of funny sometimes. The reworks he does is awesome, and the Warframes he's made has been pretty cool. I think the ones he's made is Protea and Ureli, I think. I know Hacky Sack Lass was definitely his idea, but I think Ureli was also his as well. But apart from that, though, both of those frames are, I wouldn't say, game defying, except for maybe Ureli because of the K drive stuff. Things that Pablo doesn't really miss the mark, and I'm really glad that Digital Extremes has him on the team. I could not imagine a Warframe without him. That's gonna wrap up this video. Those are my thoughts on Tennocon, and yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.